Hi, Caleb with Brownells here, back again with Josh from Radian, and today we're going to be going through the Radian Talon 4590 Ambidextrous Safety Selector. Josh, take us through it.
All right, so the safety comes with the cylinder that has the 45 and 90 degree detent grooves in it, as well as the flats for for fire for each position. It comes with a long lever. It's hard anodized aluminum and a short lever, and you can configure those on either side as you wish. It's mounted with a Dovetail detent interface we'll be showing you. We also include 17.4 machined, hardened, and nitrided detent. It's got a really high finish on the 90-degree point, so it's a really smooth action on the safety. Our own spring that's set to the force we like to just have that real nice smooth feel with our components. And then we've got these two retention studs, we call them. So they're a spring and a more or less a detent, but it's got a post on it that seats up into the hole in the Talon lever to lock that on, and therefore there's no screws to come loose, and you never have to worry about that and losing a lever out in the field. So it also comes with this little tool. It kind of looks like an Allen wrench, but it's round wire material that you use to depress the retention studs. So here's the ADAC lower, which you can buy, and it comes with the parts you see in it. It comes with a takedown pin set, the bolt release lever, the ADAC button, which is your mag release or right hand bolt catch, your bolt catch itself with the oversized paddle, and your left hand mag release and your mag catch. So those are already pre-installed, so you don't have to install those, but the safety comes with the lower as well, and that'll be installed on your own with your pistol grip. So we'll start by installing the shaft into the receiver with the detent groove side towards the right. We'll turn that over, drop our detent into the hole in the receiver. So I've got my grip here with the screw already in place. I'm gonna now slip my supplied spring into the grip.
Yep.
And then carefully get my lower into position.
And this part of the process right here is just like any other safety selector installation as far as like spring and detent and the grip and stuff go. So super easy there. And then he's tightening down the screw, and after that is where things get a little bit different, or more unique, I should say.
Yeah. So we'll seat that into place. Let's turn here, and then we'll go ahead and install the short lever on the right side, as most people do, most right-handed shooters. So we'll drop that spring and retention stud down into the hole on the right side of the cylinder. And just because it's a little easier for me, I'm going to spin this around, start to slide the dovetail interface together, depress the retention stud, slide the lever over it, and you can hear that snap right into place. It's locked into place. Flip the receiver around, drop the next retention stud into the other hole on the left side. Position that dovetail interface with the long lever, depress that retention stud. Again, you hear that snap into place. It's securely locked in, and now we are set up at 45 degrees. So if you put it in a particular orientation, you want the other angle, all you have to do is loosen the screw enough to get the safety to rotate 180 degrees and reposition your levers. So we'll do that real quick. Sometimes you have to go a little further than you would think. So you rotate that around. So obviously the levers are not in the orientation that you would use firing the weapon, but it's as easy as just retightening the grip removing the lever by depressing the plunger, sliding it off, repositioning it to the other direction. Do that on both sides. Flip that around. That snaps into place. And now we're set up with a 90-degree throw. So,
Easy enough.
yeah.
All right. So, and as he mentioned before, you can definitely put the short lever on the other side for people like me who are left-hand, shoot rifle left-hand, just to give your trigger finger a little bit more clearance there. Yeah, so that's awesome. Easy enough.
Yeah, so it comes with our lower, and you can buy the safety on its own as well. And it's our second most popular accessory as far as number of sales.
Yeah, and so just to reiterate on that, if you buy the lower, if you buy their lower, it's going to come with everything you see here except the stock and grip, and then the safety's not going to be installed. So that's what you get when you buy one of their lowers. So that's a pretty sweet setup.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, oh, also we mentioned this in the video where we covered the full rifle, or I say you mentioned this, right? That holding that mag release also lifts up on that bolt catch, which is a super cool feature for clearing malfunctions.
Yep. So you can lock the bolt from the right side. Yeah.
Yeah, so take us through that real quick. I know you just mentioned for malfunction clearing, but just a real quick rundown on that.
Yeah, so there's a pin internally in this receiver that actually transfers motion from the magazine button up into the bolt catch and raises it. So if you handed this rifle to somebody that didn't know it was there, they'd run it like a normal rifle. Everything functions normally and wouldn't even realize it's moving the bolt catch when they're dropping a mag. But if you ever had a malfunction, you could remove the magazine and then lock the bolt to the rear and not have to move your hands around and reposition. The other thing I like about it, just as far as a safety feature, is if you get used to using this, which you will very quickly, at the range you automatically take the mag out, keep your hand in place, and lock the bolt to the rear, and then you're clear with your bolt locked to the rear.
Yeah, so the only downside I see to that is that it's just going to spoil you to other receivers.
Yeah.
You're not going to like.
Yeah, once you get used to that, you really don't appreciate a left side only bolt catch. So
yeah, awesome. Well, Josh, thanks for coming out again.
Yeah.
running through
Thank you.
all this with us. And if you have any questions or comments, you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to post them down below. If you're watching this on the website, feel free to give us a call on the tech line if you have any questions. And as always, you can also call Radian, and they'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.